Hey folks, Peter here with BlackRock Business. Today we're going to talk about the setup interview in QuickBooks Point of Sale. But before we jump into that, don't forget to click the link below and join up on our QuickBooks Point of Sale Facebook group where you can ask all the questions you have, and like-minded individuals who also use QuickBooks Point of Sale can help you out, as well as myself. I will be in that group, of course, answering any questions that you might have. Go ahead and do that. It's kind of like free tech support, tell you the truth. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We are letting out a lot of videos and you don't want to miss them, so hit the subscribe button if you are on YouTube right now. Otherwise, let's get into it. Here on the point of sale, we're going to go on the file menu. We're going to click on setup interview. This is going to be quick and painless. The first screen here is all about your receipt. The setup interview will automatically pop up if you're creating a new company, but if you want to change any of these settings, you can jump into the setup interview. There are a few settings in the setup interview that you're not going to find anywhere else. So this is easy. You're going to do your company name and your address, city, state, zip, of course. We'll call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the next three here are all about just miscellaneous info. You might put your web address here, your sales email address or customer service email address, or just a message. Could be like, you're the best. And come to our website.com and maybe your phone number, It's good to have that on there. Apparently, every company in the world has their phone number out there, except for Aldi. That's right. So put your phone number and then receipt message. Oftentimes I see somebody is going to put maybe their return policy here, something like that. So that would be, the receipt message goes way down at the bottom, and then it would be very obvious for your customer what your return policy is. Heading on to the next tab here, the sales tax tab. Here you are either going to collect sales tax or you are not. When we attach QuickBooks Point of Sale to QuickBooks Accounting, there's a couple things in QuickBooks Accounting that need to be set up to correspond to some of these settings here, so don't forget to watch that video about attaching Point of Sale to QuickBooks Accounting. Namely, one of the important things is you need your tax vendor to have the exact same name that you're going to put here. And why they are in the vendor list in QuickBooks Accounting is because that's who you are going to write a check to pay your taxes. So I would have MN, Department of Revenue, exactly the same text, exactly the same capitalization here as I would have on my vendor list in QuickBooks Accounting. So just watch that video, you'll get a better view on that. If you are going to answer no, then I'm jealous of you because for some reason your state does not collect sales tax, or you're maybe a nonprofit or something, got some special tax exemption. So just put in your regular sales tax. You can look up online at your state website for your county or whatever your exact sales tax that you're going to need to charge in the location that you're at. And that's pretty simple. We're going to hit next. Now the payments tab, would you like to accept credit card and debit card? I highly recommend QuickBooks Payments because it's integrated. It's it's not a separate system. You don't end up with two receipts. You got to staple together. You have the choice here to just hit yes and sign in or activate or sign up for an account, but I'm going to recommend slightly against that. I'm going to ask you to give me a call because I have my own payments rep at Intuit, and I can get you slightly better rates than you would if you just click the button and start a new account. So I want you to have the best rates. Give me a call and I will have my merchant rep give you the best rates possible, not the push button rates. Some quick settings here for the payments account. Of course, it recommends that you click here so you can tailor this to your own business. Here, do not allow manual transactions that fail address verification or card verification. Normally these are off. Manual transactions, you are not going to run into that very often. That's kind of like when the internet's out and you have to call this number to get a transaction approval, and most people actually just kind of sidestep that. I'm not going to recommend this. They just sidestep that. They either have the old carbon machine where they take an imprint of the card, totally not PCI compliant anymore, all that, having your customers' cards stored somewhere is a bad idea. It's not compliant to the current standards of the industry, but a lot of people still do it. But if you're doing manual transactions, you can set this so it's not going to accept them unless they're totally verified. Most people are going to leave this off. Next, automatically save and print receipt when transaction is approved. I might actually recommend that. Every single click that you have to do while checking somebody out takes time. So if you have 100 or 200, we hope, receipts in a day, and you have to do the extra click to save and print, it takes time. So every less click that you can do in your sales flow, such as this one, I recommend. So next we have allow my customers to include tips on credit card payments. It really depends on what kind of business you have. If you want to allow tips or be able to enter tips, and those tips can flow over to the representative or the cashier or the sales attendant, then go ahead and check that. That would be a subject for a different video otherwise. Next has to do with accepting debit or ATM cards. You probably want to accept debit cards generally. It makes sense. You want to be able to take any payment from your customer. But now there's a special little extra check mark here where if you are the kind of store where you want to hand some cash back for somebody charging extra on their debit card, you totally have that ability. Not many people know about that. Personally, I really do appreciate that ability. There's a gas station near here. I stop there when I want to get some extra cash. I, of course, buy something from that store, and then I get, my cash back instead of having to go to an ATM and paying a big fee and all that kind of stuff. So generally, that's going to bring that gas station more money because I actually do purchase something to get the cash back. And so if you want that ability, or if you want people to know that about your store, that they can get cash back there, you're probably going to get more customers. Heading on to the next tab, gift cards. This just goes hand in hand with your merchant account, and you would talk to the merchant payments representative about this, getting gift cards into your store. Again, you can also get that through me. I can have my payments rep give you a call and we can talk about gift cards. Obviously, you're going to get more traffic and more customers when people have the ability to give the gift of money specifically at your store, so they're going to come to your store and use their gift card. Gift cards are a liability to your store. That's another subject. But you owe that customer after you sell them a gift card. Did you know that? All right, like it says here, QuickBooks payments account is required. So give me a call about that. Next here, we got the hardware section. Personally, I am going to recommend that you install your hardware through the hardware setup wizard, which is another selection on the file menu. You can do it here if you'd like, but I think it's more streamlined and more fully inclusive. There's more pieces of hardware than is listed here. Do it through the hardware setup wizard, and we will go through that step by step on a different video. And I'm going to hit next. It's going to say, hooray, you're ready for your first sale. So good job. You made it through the setup interview. My name is Peter with BlackRock Business. I hope you have a great day. Don't forget to hit subscribe down there and join our Facebook Point of Sale group. Have yourself a great one.